taking that too much.
Precisely. So it looks like we're going to be starting into this. These two players are getting ready. I never actually introduced myself. This is SJW that hopped on commentary like in the very middle of the start of that.
I don't think I ever introduced myself.
I don't know if I know your tag even.
So this is my first night here.
It's your first night?
First night.
Incredible.
I went 0-3.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah.
My bones.
But at the same time, it was my first night.
Yeah.
I needed to really see how other people were playing. I really didn't know that. And I saw a lot of good talent tonight.
Yeah.
I saw
as long as you're here to learn and to kind of study everybody else, that's great to see.
And I saw a lot of things that I normally wouldn't see, like playing online or playing with some friends.
Exactly.
And it wasn't too bad. So I'm Weasel.
Yeah, you should come back. You should come give these nice, good players your money even more.
It's definitely nice. I'm looking into the Overwatch team, so some friends.
Ooh, interesting.
I play for a console Overwatch team.
Cool.
We're moderately decent. CGL is starting.
That's
CGL is going to be console gaming league. It's very high, and but it's very different than Smash. Smash, you see a lot of the 1v1.
Yeah.
You're by
individual
yourself.
versus teams. There's definitely a massive disconnect.
Feeling that from team, you're going to be very team oriented. You want to keep your team mindset versus you want to keep personal mentality is very different, and a lot of people tonight are very good at keeping their personal mentality. We saw Pink Menace keeping himself composed even though he lost.
All right, now we're breaking right into this. So we are on Stadium. This is certainly not a button check. And these two players just neutraling. You've got to be careful against Wario because once he does get in, he gets in hard.
Yeah, and Wario playing that nice close range. He has range. Wario, expanding, he has the range. When you think you're out of range, his hands get a little bigger.
It does depend on your character. Palu definitely has a big stick for some reason. She's not a sortie. She's dead.
Ooh.
She got footstooled.
Yeah.
Who needs rage when you have feet? Incredible.
But the nice little quick grab there, and Wario wants to make sure his motorcycle's down. You want to keep that in mind.
Exactly.
When your motorcycle's down, you may want to switch up your playstyle for just a few seconds until it's back.
Motorcycle's back now. You see a little flash of light on Wario. Will tell you when the motorcycle does rejuvenate.
So
and
do some nice back airs. And
we're at this point where Mr. Ping, having taken that early stock, is just in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And he gets it again. I was going to say, when you are up a stock like this, every trade is good for you because you're damaging a resource that they don't have, and you're damaging their resource.
You can see when you're 2 stock up and you've only taken 50 damage, you can definitely play a lot more aggressively because you know that
you have the opportunity to.
If you do mess up, then you can take it back a step, but you're okay.
Yeah. Like now, counter to that, you can also just play patient and know that you have 5 minutes and 38 seconds, and if the game ends, you're winning, so you win the game. But Mr. Ping is happy to just get in Tums' head.
Yeah, and what he's obviously you can see he's trying to get as much damage as possible before he takes that killing blow. And on when your enemy's on their last stock, that's such a good thing to do.
Incredibly low recovery out of Ping, and Tums not able to cover it, even though he did try to chase down there.
It definitely looks like Mr. Ping has this in the bag.
Now let's not count Tums out just yet. He's only waft away from dying, but like let's not count him. Oh, you're yeah, okay, okay.
You were saying?
So I like rooting for the underdog. It's better commentary to root for the underdog and really want Tums to get this back throw that he's just fishing for so hard.
At the same time, you can see little things like that. You mess up just a little bit, and Mr. Ping comes in and just takes it.
He's got those shark teeth. I'm pretty sure if Wario loses a tooth, it just gets replaced by 2 more. That's why he's got such good dentistry for such a fat man. So, going back, is there a control issue going on right now? I'm actually very curious if Tums has like smash stick instead of tilt stick or something weird, or if somebody just screwed with his controls. Or maybe he's weird.
Oh, stick jump.
Oh, that is really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's stick jump. It can definitely screw you up because then you're wasting a jump.
If you're not used to it and you use your aerials, if you try to up air with your left stick rather than your C stick, then that's definitely going to be a difficult case where you might waste your jump.
Sometimes you have to keep that in mind. If you do mess that up and you don't realize it was because of that, you won't know, and then you won't be ready.
If you're alright, because that's actually really weird. Because he died really early, that first stock. He might have not noticed immediately
that his jump was
so
gone.
At what point do you say, hey, my controls are wrong, can we restart this? If you're already at a significant deficit.
I mean, it definitely looked like he was trying to fight back versus, you know, like, can we restart? Can I just jump off the edge?
Yep.
You know,
but nonetheless, we're moving to Lilac Cruise now, and Tums has to demonstrate that it was the controller's fault. Validate the Johns.
You know,
that is a very valid John. If you
Wario.
can just like open him up right now, he's got an advantage.
You know, he was definitely kind of looking weak before, but now he's looking like he can do this.
Yeah. I want to see him get mad in the constructive way over that
like
kind of an issue.
He's gonna,
you know, bike.
With Wario not having his motorcycle and with Palutena throwing it off as Wario's trying to come back, Wario could get hit by it. Wario doesn't have it, so if he's too far off, he can't come back.
Inputs Explosive Flame, but gets his space invaded. And
that grab.
Yeah, command grab is tough when you're afraid of various kill options out of Wario. Every single aerial he has is horrifying. And down tilt dash attack is, in fact, a sweet confirm out of Wario. And this is a character you absolutely want a stock lead on because of the factor of waft. We didn't even see waft last game. We just saw a waft.
It was very quick.
But this stock does go away.
And
a
only
little
for
bit too
about
low.
15%.
The bike not clutching it.
Only, you know, losing that stock for only about 15%.
Exactly.
It ties it up, and now, you know, Tom just has like a very high percent chance to just bring this back, do enough damage to the Wario, make sure that the Wario isn't zoning him out too much. And on a map like this where the platforms are very even, both these characters can potentially use that to their advantage.
Exactly. But as time goes on, we're reaching the 5-minute mark, so waft is going to become a massive factor. The question is, do you use it to close out this one stock?
Or the next one?
That's not going to kill. Ooh, not quite. And does manage to make it back to stage for free, but now we're off stage again. Tries to cover with that auto reticle.
Does he use waft right now to save himself, get a nice little lead, or tie it up, or does he wait, see if he can get the?
Well, that answers our question. I was gonna say when we get above 100% on Palu, you don't want to waste the waft when you could just back air,
of course,
various other options, down tilt dash attack, obviously. But Tom's able to catch the high recovery. He has been doing that a little bit more to recover for free. So reasonable call out, and we're perfectly even. The factor is waft.
That really is like the biggest thing right now. He can tie up percentages with it. He can get a full kill shot with it. He could do anything with waft right now. He could even recover with it if he needs to.
Bingo.
And it's like it's really close right here, and there's, you know, any move could be a deciding factor, but waft is really taking it right now.
Yeah. Now, Ping's struggling to get back on stage.
Yes,
but up tilt waft doesn't kill yet.
Doesn't kill, but
if it went the other way, that was absolutely dead.
He tied that percentage.
But now, not only do we get that good damage, we get stage control.
Yeah.
And we catch Tums coming back with that bread and butter down tilt into dash attack. I mean, Mr. Ping. Now, that was obviously a much closer game. Tums has his correct controls right now. If I were Tums, I'd be kind of livid about that game.
Yeah, yeah.
I would be fuming.
They're gonna go back. They're gonna go back to the same map. And like I said, both characters definitely had potential to use that map to their advantage.
Precisely. And we actually saw it kind of screw Tums over with one of his recoveries not quite snapping.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was Lilat or if that was just she was dead.
And sometimes the bottom of the map does have like a huge impact, because sometimes little tiny pixels can stop your whole movement, and that can literally mean anything for either person. But we did see the waft come back. He used it to his advantage. He got, you know, good control. He's getting an early pick here and getting on the map with only 41 damage up. Although it looks like Tums gonna, you know, get some decent damage off. He can maybe tie this back up if he takes off the stock. He's 83 up right now. He's keeping a good one.
Yeah. I mean, Tums certainly has a horse in this race.
Yeah,
he's got 83% so far, but you can't get opened up by Wario this hard.
And on this map, it's honestly all about the control.
Calls out the roll in with a hard F smash. Sometimes you gotta go for those high risk options because keep going for low risk. You're never going to close out the stock. I respect it so hard. Waits for that chomp, but doesn't actually get a punish with the jump nair. You can get up attack chomp for free. Fun fact.
Yes.
Completely opposite.
And like I was going to say, this map is all about the map control. Whoever has the map, well, yeah, but this map, with how the platforms are laid out, your control can't, you know, your control is going to be very nice. You're going to be able to, ooh, almost messing that one up. You're going to be able to, with your map control, you're going to be able to do a lot. And sometimes, if you change your map control at the right time, it can be devastating. And if, ooh, you saw just barely came out of his shield there. Didn't want it to get, you know, broken. Just took the stock and
Exactly.
But also taking a whole lot of damage coming into this next life. Looks like Mr. Ping really has this one right now.
Exactly. The 5-minute mark is coming up, so we're going to see confirms into WAF closing out this game. And potentially 3-0ing.
And, you know, with WAF,
I stand by my statement.
You know, I was gonna like go into this whole thing about using WAF, but
then we just did it.
He just
kind
did it.
of let it rip.
Yeah.
In every sense.
So I mean, it.
And that is a 3-0, Mr. Ping over Tumultus.
Oh, was it a 3-0? Did he?
Tumultus
really
out at 5th place, and honestly, like, that game 2 was the deciding factor in this, because game 1 was just super screwed over.
Yeah, and with the Palutena, you know, taking the.
Can you hear me now? Oh, baby.
With Palutena, you know, the controls were a bit messed up, and of course, you know, that can mess you up. It's